sought to enslave all of High Forest. No man should live in chains.
The only exposure I've ever had to Conan was 1982.
Right.
So I did a lot of research prior to going to see the movie.
8 decades of fans, man.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that Marvel had been involved with this. I don't think they got it right in 1982 with what they did.
We're not here to remake Arnold. It's like, it's great. You know, it's like the Bond movies. Sean Connery was amazing.
Right.
Daniel Craig's also amazing. You can't compare them.
No.
We're not taking anything away from it or your childhood favorite movie, but 30 years have went by. You know, in 30 years, it's like Spider-Man's been played how many times? And how many times have you done Batman?
What's this movie got to offer to the ladies, to the female audience?
You know, aside from Jason's abs, that aside, if he was covered the entire movie.
Yes.
No, you know, the female characters in this movie, whether it's Rose or myself, are very strong characters. I'm not a damsel in distress.
Right.
I'm not, you know, tied up with toilet paper and swooning and fainting and, you know, oh, please save me. I'm pretty much saying, and I'm gonna have to save myself, and I think that's enticing to women, is to see strong female characters.
You're probably the only one in the main cast that was old enough when the original Conan came
That
out.
was old enough to remember the Sumerians.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
but
I was born BC.
When you heard that they were coming out with a new one, a retooling, what did you first think?
I said, you know, that's what exactly will cure all of the ills in the world right now, is a remake of the Conan the Barbarian. I think it's one of those wonderfully iconic characters that is so theatrically oriented that if you wait for a long enough period of time between tellings, it's always kind of, you know, a nice thing to add to the cultural texture.
I didn't realize till 50% way through the movie that you were that was you.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, you were awesome. It's my favorite part for you, all time.
Serious?
Yeah, you
oh my god,
rocked
I totally
it.
heart you.
Yeah.
Before Conan, I'd taken 2.5 years off for various reasons, personal reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And of all things, you know, to kind of reawaken your love of filmmaking, somebody would say, you would think it'd be some like dark indie, you know, blah, blah, blah. But it was Conan the Barbarian, what can I say? The world that was created, that Marcus created on set, I mean, there was, you know, certainly a fair bit of digital, but there was no day that I went to work that I wasn't in some alternate reality. You know, a lot of people think everything is done on green screen on this one. Not at all.
Robert wrote a smart, charismatic, you know, kind of a brutal character.
Yeah, he's not
and that's what you were.
Yeah, you want him witty, you want a great sense of humor, you want him to be like, he lives by a code, his loyalty, but he's a pirate, a thief, he drinks. I mean, he's a man's man.
Right.
At the same time, women are going to be behind him too. It's like he's one of those guys that, to me, he's a Marine. You know, he really is. He's that's what he wrote. You know, Robert E. Howard designed that guy around a lot of tough brawlers and ballers, you know, and the oil rigs and those kind of guys.
There's a really cool scene of you guys fighting on, is it true, ice? Was that really on a slab of ice, or was that just a set? Give me the truth.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Because I heard you fell into the ice.
I did.
I mean, I see you falling into the ice, but you always think, well, that's a bathtub with warm water.
No, it was ice water. it was a little chilly.
Look at you smiling over here.
I remember.
He fell in, I didn't.
I remember, this is actually a funny story. I fell in the ice. I don't know if you remember this. I fell in the ice. You were in the heater tent. Walk into the heater tent. I'm shivering, freezing with all the blankets. He's eating a banana. These are his words. Want a banana? I was just like,
Couldn't
no,
hurt,
I don't
right?
want a banana.
Conan!
I know you're really proud of your sword work in this, and you worked really hard. How does the samurai element work into what you were doing?
Well, I just think when I read those books, I mean, I wanted him to take a broadsword and wield it like a samurai. You know, I'm a big fan of Akira Kurosawa movies. And I wanted to make that and bring that elegance and movement to Conan, and I also wanted to make him like a lion. Like I said, I wanted to have him like just be able to prowl and have that look and that intensity.
This was all new stuff for me. I've played a lot of really physical characters, but usually I'm wielding a gun, and I'm blowing things up. And in the swords play, I'd never had the opportunity to do before, and that was really fun. Love a chick fight.
Yeah.
Love a chick fight.
Yeah.
Hated that I lost to Sienna Miller in G.I. Joe. Love that I beat Rose in this one because I like
Redemption.
to win. Yes, although Jason does come in and cut off her hand, so he kind of helps me. I really like it, and it's good role models for girls, although I keep saying that, but there's a sex scene in this movie.
No, there is, but that's just
They
part
can
of
just stop watching.
you know,
they can fast forward through it or something.
So let's talk about working with Jason. You know,
Yes.
that probably wasn't, you know, he's probably not a bad guy to lay naked with. You know?
No, not at all. Lovely. We got to shoot the sex scene at the end of the movie, which is nice and not always a luxury that you're afforded as an actor. And Jay and I were friends at that point, and it's awkward. People think, oh God, you know, it's got to be so fun. It's weird because, you know, there's a director telling you what to do and there's a guy fixing the lighting on Jason's ass, and it's just, you know, one of those things that's a little strange. And it's also strange when they hire stunt boobs for you, because those are actually not my boobs. So they
are fantastic.
They're lovely.
They are.
They are just beautiful, beautiful boobs that don't belong to me.